Throughout history, there has been a phenomenon in the Catholic Church whereby the Eucharist, the bread and wine, turned body and blood of Christ, inexplicably, miraculously are transformed. Many examples of these scientifically unexplainable events can be seen going back to 750 AD, one of the most recent involving none other than the current leader of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis. In 1996, the city is Buenos Aires. A woman found a host, the term for consecrated Eucharistic bread, discarded on the church floor. She brought it to the priest, Father Alejandro Pizet, who placed it into a cup of water and waited for it to dissolve per church protocol. He was amazed days later, finding it not only still intact, but having transformed, now bloody and resembling human flesh. Amazingly, the host had actually grown in size as well. After this baffling transformation was discovered, the highest-ranking religious official, then Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, now Pope Francis, was notified. After several years having shown no signs of decay, Cardinal Bergoglio opened an investigation, sending samples of the blood to various U.S. scientists and doctors. Cardinal Bergoglio ensured that none of the doctors or scientists knew the origin of the flesh and blood in an effort to eliminate any bias in the final conclusion. Sure enough, the experts confirmed it as authentic flesh and blood, with one of the leading professionals, Dr. Frederick Zugibe, saying that the sample was, quote, a fragment of the heart muscle found in the wall of the left ventricle close to the valves. He went on to say, quote, the heart muscle is in an inflammatory condition and contains a large number of white blood cells. This indicates that the heart was alive at the time the sample was taken. It is my contention that the heart was alive since the white blood cells die outside a living organism, end quote. It is important to note that after blood is drawn from a living person, the white blood cells dissolve in nearly 15 to 20 minutes, making it scientifically undefinable that they somehow managed to survive for more than 9 years. The story doesn't end there. The results of these tests were compared to another Eucharistic miracle in Laciano, Italy from the 8th century. In 750 AD, a priest who had doubted the presence of Christ in the Eucharist witnessed the host he was holding physically change to flesh and the wine into blood before his very eyes. They remain unchanged to this day and can be seen at the Church of St. Francis in Laciano. Experts compared the samples from Buenos Aires and Laciano, and it was discovered that both are AB blood type, both come from a man of Middle Eastern descent, and shockingly, both have identical DNA, despite being discovered 1,246 years apart. Soon after, it was deemed a Eucharistic miracle, and the rest is history. Both of these events further prove the living, true presence of Christ in the Holy Eucharist.